We know and it's been proven without question that terrorists have engaged in criminal conduct in order to finance their activity. And we also know that there's evidence, and it's increasing, that terrorists are turning to intellectual property crime in order to finance their activity. Now, where is it likely to happen first? It's likely to happen first in countries where the terrorist groups are entrenched and they take on characteristics like organized crime groups. The two best examples of this would be Northern Ireland and Colombia. But we also have examples of al-Qaida and Hezbollah being involved in trafficking in whether it's CDs or counterfeit auto parts. So my view is, if organized crime is involved in this area, if terrorists are being financed by criminal activity, why wouldn't terrorists go into this activity? But right now we're at the tip of the iceberg, and there are the people who don't want to believe that terrorists are being financed by it.
For him, we have one category.
When I think about terrorist financing, I think this is an area that they are in fact in, and if law enforcement and governments focused on it more, we'd find more evidence of it. Well, underused, yes. It depends on, if you were to look at my organization like a private sector corporation, you'd say we're a small cap that's got great growth potential and that we can grow and will grow. And in the area of fighting terrorism, and this is linked to intellectual property crime as well, we, for example, 2 years ago started a database on stolen travel documents with 4 countries and 4,000 documents. Now, 2 years later, we have 40 countries and 1.5 million documents. If you're a police officer who's controlling the border and you're checking passports and you want to know if the passport is stolen, within seconds you can check Interpol's database. Now, we only have 40 of our 181 countries using it, but the times they've checked our database for stolen passports, they've gotten a 10% hit rate. So we are well known, but we are not used to the capacity that we could be used. And that's something that is changing on a day-to-day basis, but your point's well taken. Yeah, I believe intelligence gathering and intelligence sharing and then acting in a coordinated fashion is the future. And it's been demonstrated with September 11th, where there were suspected terrorists who had been who had been stopped by a local police officer who checked the database and their names were not in it. It's been proven by the former Prime Minister of Serbia, who was assassinated by someone carrying a stolen passport, who had that passport checked at 26 entries and departures from countries, from 6 different countries. So we have evidence connecting terrorists to ordinary crime, but we need the databases, the communication system, and police to have the will and courage to check Interpol's database.
Et je crois qu'il faut que nous utilisions, que nous n'ayons pas peur.